Yes, stay put. For now, online classes it is. We'll see about offline later. Okay. So, uh, what were we doing? One second. Okay, is my screen visible? This is what we were doing. We were doing marginal costing, and this entire thing is marginal costing is basically a technique of at the management level in order for them to make decisions like how can you increase your profit, what you should do to increase your profit, or PV ratio. Basically, we realize that PV ratio has got relationship where all it has got relationship with your sales and contribution. So when we say sales and contribution, it has got relationship with your variable cost also. So if you are reducing your variable cost, you can increase your contribution, thereby increasing your PV ratio. Similarly, if you want to increase your contribution, you can also increase your sale price. So variable expense, you can keep it just like that. Increase your sale price to 200. So obviously we'll be getting more amount, we're getting 120. So that way again, we can increase our contribution and thereby increasing PV ratio. Contribution and variable cost has a very close relationship, but they are inversely related. Remember this much. Now, so the relationship, whenever you talk about PV ratio, the relation you always check for is contribution and sale. Suppose the fixed cost is not there, your contribution and profit would be the same. This is loss here, but still, fixed cost is not there, it can't be a loss, no? So if fixed cost is not there, your contribution and profit will be one and the same. Then after finding out, so management is basically wanting to find out how they can earn profit, right? So you're producing one piece, two piece, three piece, 50, 60. At last, once they produced 100 pieces, they got to know that though they are not getting any profit, they are not getting any losses either. So they came to, after producing 100 pieces, they came to a point where they basically, what happened, they broke even, or it is called as a break even point. In economics, it's a point wherein it's a situation with no profit, no loss. So with that point, now what is the formula to calculate it? Always remember, break even's relationship is with what? It is with your fixed cost. Your break even point is directly related with your fixed cost. So all the formulas of break even will have fixed cost in it. So if you're finding the quantity, what is the formula? Total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. If you find out the value, it is total fixed cost divided by contribution into sale price, or instead of doing all this, we can do total fixed cost divided by PV ratio directly, because this is nothing but PV ratio itself, contribution divided by sales. That's what we are doing. So remember, profit volume ratio, it is sales contribution. Break even point, you break even once you cover your fixed cost. So this formula is always related to your fixed cost. You have to cover your fixed cost. Why I am telling you this again and again is we have more formulas to come, and I do not want you people to get confused regarding, oh my god, what is what, there is so much, and I don't want you to mix formulas as well. So PV, break even, is this much clear? Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
so now we realize after producing 100 pieces and finding out break even and formula, we realize that anything above 100, if we are producing, we get something called what? Profit. We realize that only after producing something above 100, we will actually get something called as profit. So aim of any organization will be to produce or to get profit. No, they don't want to always retain loss or always be earning losses or always be or at break even point also. You will be producing, you will be at loss when you start a business, and then at last there'll be a point where you break even. From then you obviously just want profits and over profits. So management has realized that till this point it is quite unsafe for them. Yes or no? Till 100 pieces it is unsafe for them. Till here, till this point we can say it is a little unsafe for them. Then after this point, once you cross this point, what is this? Once you cross this point or more than 100 pieces, from here starts safe point, because from here we are getting profits. So this thing that is after unsafe point and reaching to safe point is called as your next set of formulas, and and that is called margin of safety, or we call it MOS. Is this clear or is this understood? Margin of safety. You understood what is margin of safety? Anything below 100, in this question 100, I mean in this example 100, anything till you break even is unsafe for you. When does your margin of safety starts? After break even point. Your margin of safety basically starts after break even point. From then onwards, how many ever more number of pieces you are producing, you will get a profit for sure. You're getting an assured profit. That is why we are calling it margin of safety. We always, our aim will always be to produce things or produce number of output more than this point. So more than break-even point basically. That is your MOS or margin of safety. So let us just quickly check down the formulas for this, please. Because all the questions you have seen, they are just 2, 3, 4 line questions and you just have to calculate. For calculating, you need these formulas. Actual sales. How do you find out how much you should produce is whatever you have sold. Actual sales minus or sale actual sale quantity minus I don't like this. Okay, I will just write this formula here itself. Okay, actual sale quantity minus BEP. Margin of safety starts where? After your break-even point. So if I want to calculate, if somebody is asking, so what is your MOS of the company? What is your margin of safety? From which point do you consider as your margin of safety? How can you calculate it? If it is in quantity wise, you check actual sale ka what is quantity? Maybe it is 200. If you're producing 200 pieces, well and good for you. But of 200, what is your break even? 100 pieces. You should not, basically you're saying how much ever you're producing, just don't produce below 100. If you're producing below 100, though, you will end up with a loss. So it is not safe for you. Alright, minus BEP quantity I will write, so maybe you'll understand better. BEP quantity only I have written. Why aren't things really visible? Minus BEP quantity. Now, if same thing, if you want to calculate the same thing in value, that is in rupees. Whenever I write quantity, it is in units. Whenever I write value, it is in rupees. The same thing, sale value instead of quantity, sale value minus BEP. And so this is like value only we are calculating, okay? Quantity of, or we have one more formula saying divided by our good old net profit, whatever profit you have divided by PV ratio. Now what is PV ratio? It will be your contribution divided by sales into 100. So all those are value ka ratios. So this is one another concept that you have. Did you understand what is margin of safety? What is the relationship? Anything more than break even. You are safe if you are producing more than break even. So in order to find out margin of safety, you need to know what is your break even point. Why do you need to know what is your break even point? Because more than break even point when you are producing, you are safe. Till then you are quite unsafe because you might end up making losses, and that's not the kind of situation you want to be in. This is unsafe place and this is your safe place. So you want to produce more things, you want to earn profits. And one more formula is, here we are getting profit of 20, right? And then you mainly organizations will have a target. You don't want 20 rupee profit or 30 rupee profit. Let us say ki you desire a profit of 10,000. Right? You can desire anything. You can desire 10,000, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, depending on what your size of the organization is. So let us say your desired profit is 10,000. So now you are thinking, in order to make, I have got profit of 20 here, but who wants profit of 20 rupees? It's hardly anything. I want profit of 10,000. Now the question is, For me to get profit of 10,000, how many units should I produce? Are you understanding this? For me to get a profit of 10,000 and not 20, how many units should I produce? That is called as sale for desired profit. How much should I sell so that I get this profit? Understood, guys, what we are doing here? I have got profit. I know my safe point. I know my margin of safety. I know my break even. I know everything. But now, since I know all these things, I'm like, I know my safe place, unsafe place, everything I know. But now what do I want to know? I want to know how to earn more profit. How many units should I sell or how many units should I produce so that I can earn more profits? I don't want 20 rupees. I want 10,000 rupees, right? This is my desired profit. This is just an example. 10,000 is just an example, okay? So how much should I produce or how many sale units should I be or how many units should I be selling so that I will end up with this kind of profit is the question. So let us just ask for the same. Okay, so what are the formulas? First, again, I'll start with quantity. So quantity is what? Total fixed cost plus, I have to incur fixed cost for profit, no? ये तो चाहिए ही. Plus what profit? Desired profit. Now, how do we find out desired profit? It will always be given in the question. Okay? What your desired profit is, they will give you that. What they expect you to find out is quantity or how much you should sell for, divided by contribution per unit. Whenever it is quantity, per unit will come into picture. Contribution per unit. I hope this is clear. You can see it properly. Okay. And for value of your sorry?
The marginal product drop at any point, even after the safe point?
Margin?
The marginal product, as in would the profits decline after a period of time, after the safe point too?
No, then your margin of safety will differ. Suppose due to inflation or something like that, you're not really getting enough profit, okay, even after producing 100 pieces, because your fixed cost has gone up, your variable cost has really gone up, because during inflation, everything will go up. Then your break even will change from 100 to maybe 101 or 120 or 150. All right, then your margin of safety will also be different. It will change. It's not like when organization, when it's starting, if it is 100 pieces, it break even point will not always remain the same. Then after maybe 5 years, your break even point will differ. Then accordingly, you have to change your margin of safety. Your unsafe and safe position will differ. Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Okay, so it will differ according to economic conditions as well. But thankfully, in accounts, we don't take economics and inflation into account at all. So we are on the safer side. So whatever we say is that because we are anyway concentrating only on historical things. So yeah, thanks to
That's
accounts, economics and actual real life will take a backseat. At least as far as
because
our
as per
chapter.
economics, it falls now. एक point के बाद, even if you're gaining profits, if you produce a
Slowly
little
it will
more,
fall. The
you're
growth
going
cycle
to
you're talking
lose.
about. Yes. And all the firms, it will fall after a point of time. Excellent. It is correct. That is why we have managerial techniques to know whether when to change or when to break even, whether we should expand. That is why like there are like 4 PLC growth stages. So after a point of time, it will change or it will start declining. At that point of declining, what all we should do. So these are all actually management techniques for accountancy. But accountancy में ये सब नहीं आता. मतलब economics and accounts we will not combine here. Okay, but actually it happens and we will study it. If you're doing MBA and all that, you will study it later on in finance when you have inflation accountancy and how to calculate for inflation accounting. Then you will take economic prospects also into picture. During inflation, how we should adjust all these things. Your BEP will change, your safe point will change, everything will change. At that point of time, what all to do? To बाद में है, but for now, it is very simple for us. It's like all given to us and we just have to apply our formulas. Not exactly what happens in real life, but desired, desired profit divided by, it will be what? Contribution. I'm writing the rest of the formula here, or contribution into sales. I want a board for these formulas. It's very weird here. Okay. Or else you can do.
Ma'am, here in value it is not contribution per unit, right?
It is contribution into sales. No, not per unit. It will be
Okay.
contribution into sales. Per unit तो यहाँ पे आएगा ना. Quantity will always come in per unit. Value will be this. So rupees. Your answer will also be like that. If they are asking quantity, you should write in units. If it is value they are asking, you should write in rupees. बहुत ही simple है. We will just do all of it, all the questions. So today I thought, we'll just do formulas so that everything is there. And we can start doing problems. Profit divided by desired profit. Don't worry about it. There is no formula for finding desired profit. They will give it to you in question itself. Because this is totally according to the question paper. Like I want 1 lakh profit, desired profit. They will give it to you in the question. So 1 lakh. Then total FC from question I have to take plus 1 lakh divided by whatever it is. They mostly will not give you contribution, or they mostly will not give you PV ratio. All these things we will have to figure out and find out. Have you people written this down? Yeah.
Is it whole divided by contribution or only for the desired profit?
Whole divided by contribution. It's actually total FC plus desired profit. The entire thing divided by contribution into sales. Similarly, for this also, total FC plus desired profit, the entire thing divided by contribution per unit. It's actually like this. I mean that भावनाओं को समझो, can't help it here. So this is also net profit divided by PV ratio. I think I can try. No, sorry, shit. Not this. There is a formula bar and all that, but not what I clicked. And but yeah, it's too much of an effort. So please understand, it is total FC plus desired profit, the entire thing divided by contribution per unit. And similarly for other things as well. Whenever I write this, it is for entire thing. If it is not, I'll let you know. Have you taken this down? Class, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
We read question number 1, no? वैसे वो सारे the questions हैं. Okay, I think I have the sheet here. Question number 7. Let's do question number 8 and see whether you are getting the answer. Let's do question number 8. Please read and try and find out, and please do. All formulas you have now. If at all, if there are any formulas that we missed out at that point of time, we will do. Whenever we feel that, oh, nahi kiya, then we will do. Please do try question number 8. Company's turnover in a year was 50 lakhs. Turnover is nothing but your sales. This is visible, no, for you people? This. Sales. Profit is also given to you as 5 lakhs. Now, PV ratio is also given. They are asking you your break-even point. They are asking you BEP. So what all have they given you? They have given you sales. They have given you the end one, profit. Then PV ratio also they have given. So with PV ratio, what can you find? FC is not given. For BEP, you need, what do you need for BEP? What is the formula of break-even point?
Fixed cost by PV.
Total fixed cost. Your relationship of break-even is always with fixed cost. It is divided by contribution or divided by PV ratio. PV ratio to diya hai 40%, so you have denominator, but you need numerator. So how do we go about with this? 50,000 and PV ratio is 40%. Can't you find out what is contribution? Can we find out what is contribution? What is PV ratio?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell me
Contribution divided by sales into 100.
Contribution by
divided by
sales.
sales into 100.
So 40.
So contribution is C because I don't know what it is, divided by sale of 50 lakhs. So please find out. It is 40 divided by 100. I'll do here. Okay. So cross multiply karo tum log and find. Tell me what is C. Cross multiply and tell me what is C. C is how much?
It's 20 lakhs.
It is 20 lakhs. Anyone who has a doubt in cross multiplying 40 into 50 lakhs divided by 100, you will get the answer. Okay? So contribution is 20 lakhs. Now why did I find out contribution? Now I can use my marginal cost sheet for this. Sales though is 50 lakhs. Contribution is 20 lakhs. So now you can find out variable cost also if you want. Obviously it is the hey, do you have any doubt in what I'm doing? I have sales, okay, 50 lakhs given. Contribution I found out as 20 lakhs. So what is how do I actually get contribution? It is sales minus variable cost. So if sales is 50 and contribution is 20, my variable cost is automatically what? 30 lakhs. So that is why I just entered. It is not asked in the question, no need to do, but still. Now I need my fixed cost. Why do I need my fixed cost? Because I have to find my break-even point. And for break-even point, my formula of finding break-even point is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. PV ratio is already there, fixed cost is not there. Fixed cost, I still don't know what it is. But they have given me one more clue or one more point telling, they have given me my profit. What is your profit? Information. Can you find out what is FC or what is fixed cost?
Yes, ma'am. FC is equal to contribution minus profit.
Yes. So how much is it? It is nothing but your contribution. It's 15 lakhs, right?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs. Found, but that's not the end of the question. That's not what we actually want. They had asked you to, all this is not even the answer. They are basically asking you to find BEP. What is the formula of BEP? It is total fixed cost. Please write it as fixed cost, don't write FC, divided by PV. So please find out. It is by PV ratio of 40%. And what is your answer? You. No, I don't want to accept. Nothing I want to do. I'm just taking this off. What is the answer?
37 lakh 50,000
Rupees.